Fill her up.
You're listening to the Gas Digital Network.
I went online to become a private detective. It was a private detective school online, and I paid online. I never heard from them again. I thought to myself, I either got ripped off, or this is my first case. This is a journalistic podcast, Shannon. We vaccinate our listeners with answers. And I'm going to keep lip-syncing the important questions until TikTok gives me a show. Shannon, how can the moon landing be real if the moon itself is fake?
That's not true, Mike.
Oh, isn't it true, Shannon? You're fake. You're a hologram.
1 in 5 New Yorkers are food insecure. What's your solution for that, Mike?
Fortune cookie. Because that's food and advice at the same time. Shannon, at least have the decency to backstab me, okay? You stab me in the front every time. Some fans can't watch the podcast because they're triggered by our sexuality. And message to those fans, we will leak a sex tape right into your mouth.
This is Mike Vecchione Investigates.
And you're not better than me. Welcome to another riveting episode of Mike Vecchione Investigates. A lot of stuff happening on the show today. Big things happening, including the music playing longer than it ever has before, to put an exclamation point on how excited we are about this episode. First things first, I want a Gucci purse. We have new shirts. The Italians are here. Shannon has it. Shannon, put a camera on yourself. Also, yes, the Italians are here shirts. And Natalie has one also, but she doesn't work nights or weekends because she's Gen Z, and they believe they should have everything for free, and that it's all a free lunch. Okay, but when Natalie does decide to come back, no pressure on her. Whenever she decides to stroll in, which is how they work, then she gets a shirt also. Week 16 of the baby formula shortage. And we are still investigating. Other podcasts, other news organizations have given up on the baby formula shortage. Dare I say they're having a tantrum? But we stay focused on it. We're going to get to that. I need this guest. It almost burns me to call him a guest because he's formerly of the No Disrespect podcast, which used to be right in this room. The magic used to happen right in this room. I get emotional thinking about it.
It's driving me crazy, too.
Justin Silver is here, everybody. NDP reunion.
I'm so happy to be back. NDP is back, everybody. I just want to say that in the beginning of this. Why don't I have the Italians Are Here t-shirt also is just the one thing I'm curious about.
We didn't get an extra shirt made. I think your rabbi called our distributor and threatened him and said, Justin does not get that shirt. We're not losing a member of the tribe, which is what you guys call yourselves.
That's what we call ourselves.
And we didn't want to. You guys control the garment district now. It used to be Italians, but I think it's you guys now.
Always. No, that's
garments.
That's always.
Okay.
It's always been the schmuck, the business. But I want to say my rabbi knows.
Yeah.
All right? This is in my contract. That if I don't get to foil the community and tell them that I'm half Italian, right, I will leave the tribe completely. So I get a little bit of
leeway.
Is that flexibility?
Is that your attorney's name, Glenn Leeway? He did the contract. Listen, it's very special to have you here.
I love
being We reconnected on 4th of July,
we did.
America's birthday, and you actually asked me to come on. I was like, you name the day. My friend, me and Shannon will adjust our schedules.
I appreciate that.
And our T-shirts.
Yes, I'm so happy to see you guys. I'm so happy to see Shannon. I'm so happy to see you. This is going to be fucking great.
Can we get to some, let's get to some business because the fans rely on us for news. Shannon, is the baby formula shortage still happening? Because there's been whispers on the streets. I haven't heard it in the headlines, and I don't know what's going on with baby formula. Do you understand, Justin? I know you're a single guy roaming the nightclubs at night, but baby formula, there's a baby formula shortage.
I know there was a baby formula shortage.
And women can't be expected to breastfeed because I know that's where you're going to go because they're astronauts now and they're in space and they cannot the breast out of their suits in order to feed. They're flying a spaceship, and so we have to deal with this baby formula shortage. We had a theory that Amber Heard took all of it because she was mad about all of us siding with Johnny, and it's just 3 companies make it. I guess we have to get it from Germany. There's been a lot of rumors around out there. What's your take on the baby formula?
Can you give them just milk? Can you give them just milk? A baby. What's in the formula?
Cow's milk? I think that's toxic. Cow's milk, it hurts the cow.
My friend just had a baby, and I said, why don't you just water it down a little bit? I mean, they may have like a growth. Maybe that's why I'm so short. Fuck.
They watered down the baby formula from before.
They watered down my baby formula. God damn it. I would be, Shannon, you wouldn't be able to keep your eyes off the back of my head right now if I were a little taller. Thank God.
But Justin, because they watered down your baby formula shortage, do you think that's why you're a little immature?
Yes.
I have to go for the throat, Justin. Okay, you can't expect me to take it easy on you. This is not a comic hang. I'm going to attack you like a Senate Judiciary Committee. I'm going to go after you.
Spank me, Mike.
That's a baby reference
I know.
also.
I didn't get a horn on it.
Well, we can't lobby Shannon. She is an independent contractor when it comes to that, and we cannot lean on her that way. The baby formula shortage, Shannon, what did you find?
It says that it's actually getting worse.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, it says baby formula shortage getting worse despite Biden airlifts. That's as of 2 days ago.
Is he airlifting the babies to the formula or the formula to the babies? Our fans deserve to know
I'm
the truth.
unsure. I'm unsure of the answer.
What's the ingredient that's short? What's the ingredient in the formula causing this shortage? That's what I'm curious. Have you gone into that at all, Mike?
No, we don't investigate. We didn't take it that direction. That gets a little science-y, and that would make everybody nerds, and we don't believe in that.
No, this is a very sexual.
It's a very sexual podcast. Very sexual, Justin.
This is highly sexual, and anything nerdy is not sexy.
No.
Right? Grade A students, that's not sexy. Smoking in the bathroom, that's sexy. Knowing the answers to these questions, not sexy. Making them up yourselves and telling people to go fuck themselves if they disagree, that's sexy. You want to be disagreeable.
Right.
Right?
I think so, yeah.
Highly disagreeable.
Highly disagreeable.
Highly disagreeable makes you sexy.
No, Shannon. Shannon winced, which is a word that we're using on here. That's when somebody's facial features just kind of clam up because she wasn't in agreement with what you said.
Shannon, if a guy is, we've just talked about this in the other room. I'm not going to name names of what we're saying here. I'm not gonna throw
our
anybody
fans don't
over
like it
the
when
table.
we keep secrets.
I'm not so much keeping this here, but when a guy is a little bit withholding and he's a little bit, you have to work. That's disagreeability.
No, that's different than agreeability, though, I think. I think, like, you want to be able to have a conversation. You don't want them to be pushing back on everything, but also just not be too desperate and thirsty.
That's what I meant by that. I think I meant by I think I was assuming, great, I'll go where you want to go.
Yeah, did you come on the show to be a contrarian? I think is what you're talking about, Justin. That's contrarian.
Really
somebody who disagrees for the sake of disagreeing. Look how special I am. I don't agree with stuff.
Right. No, I wasn't.
No.
But I was saying a little element of disagreeability is sexy.
It's sexy.
A guy who breaks the rules is a little sexy.
And you know what else?
Shannon, a guy who breaks the rules is a little sexy?
Yes, to that.
That's what I was saying.
What about face tattoos? What if he puts the rules on his face?
No, I stop at the neck.
You stop at the neck.
Yeah.
How high on the neck? Here?
It can go right to the jaw. Yeah.
To the jaw.
To the jaw. What about a man wearing a fancy new shirt that makes a statement about his ethnicity?
Super hot.
It's super hot, Justin. Do you understand that? Is that the law firm that you work for? Cave Hill, Harry Gold. What do you mean? I can't even read the shirt, Justin.
It's a whiskey company.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I didn't know the Irish got to you.
Speaking of super hot, real quick before you continue.
Yeah.
You look fantastic.
Thank you. I have a colonoscopy tomorrow. Ever had one?
You know, is the colonoscopy the one?
Justin, the correct answer is every Thursday. Stop it. We can't shut it off.
Mike, is the colonoscopy the one where you have to fast and drink all the shit the night before? Or is that just the one where they put the colonic is what I'm thinking of.
Oh, colonic.
No, but I had a conversation with Giannis at the stand who gave me a fucking anxiety attack about being like, you're 40, you have to get this done.
Yeah. No, I got one at 40, and now I'm
What'd they find?
Getting older. They found nothing, thank God. The word you don't want to hear is polyps.
Polyps.
Polyps, which I don't know what they are. I guess they're small growths that shouldn't be there.
What if the polyp is in the shape of like a baby Jesus or a cross? Then
Then
how excited would you be?
I would be. That would be a good
As an
omen.
Italian?
As an Italian.
Oh my God, Mike.
Or maybe,
that's better than the person who found it in the toast. Jesus is in me.
Maybe if the polyp looked like a little ziti, or they have different pasta shapes, I think it wouldn't be that bad. But we're hoping for nothing tomorrow. But I am fasting now, which is nothing new. Shannon knows this.
No, you're
do fasting. And but I had to suck it up. I had breakfast this morning. I am allowed to have coffee, which is considered a clear liquid. If you're watching, Dr. Kayakis. And so clear liquids tomorrow. And I take the solution when I go home tonight. And then tomorrow morning I take the solution. And then I have to have someone pick me up.
They knock you out?
Yeah, they knock you out. It's local. It's a local anesthetic. They grow it locally. I think isn't that what they mean by it, Shannon? It's a local anesthetic.
Are you nervous?
Yes, I'm nervous to have somebody go into my hind parts. No. Someone going up in my hind parts.
Going to check the engine.
Yeah.
What's a polyp?
Let's look it up, Shannon. Our fans are reeling right now.
And while you're at it, can you look up the ingredient? Can you look up what the ingredient is in the baby formula?
Yeah,
my
have
OCD's
that.
going nuts on this one.
Yeah.
Polyps are benign growths, non-cancerous tumors or neoplasms involving the lining of the bowel. They can occur in several locations in the gastrointestinal tract, but are most common in the colon. They vary in size from less than 1/4 of an inch to several inches in diameter.
I have a question.
What, you have a bigger polyp than me?
No, I have a question. Can we go back to that definition? If it says benign growths that are non-cancer causing, what's the difference? Why do we care if they're there? What,
Because they could obstruct the bowel.
wouldn't you know that?
I don't know.
How's
you
your
know that or not?
Let's now. Can
Obstruct the bowel?
I investigate a little bit?
Sure.
How's your flow?
Yeah, it's good.
In the morning, we fill in the bowl. How we doing?
Yeah, we do really good. we do very good. Better on Thanksgiving and Christmas.
How many a day?
Oh, it's very, now that I'm eating clean, it's very light.
It's light.
Well, yeah.
Not a lot of filler. Because I feel like if the polyp
It's not, first of all, it's not that often.
not that often.
No. And it's not that much.
Like you ever skip a day?
Yes. Sometimes I will. Not on purpose.
No, I wouldn't think that you would just like hold it. Really? There's
Yeah,
a day.
But it's a good exercise for mental toughness.
I get that. There's a day that you don't make a duty
Yes.
on a fasting day.
On a fasting day, there's nobody home. There's no one home. Everybody's at the Hamptons. That's what I say about my
I feel like if you had a polyp, you'd know because it would change. You know, like the Play-Doh. What's the thing called? Where you like the meat grinder thing? It would make a shape.
Sweeney Todd.
It would make a shape.
No, yeah, but it doesn't, and we don't know bowel science, so I have to go get checked for these polyps.
Shit, I gotta go too.
Yeah, you gotta go.
Maybe-
you gotta get an appointment, and you gotta go in, and you gotta do the whole process.
Fuck.
Well, I don't know what the whole. You can't drink anything. You can't. I guess it's just have clean. But you need somebody there to pick you up, and
Who's picking
Katie
you up?
Hannigan agreed to.
Because I would pick you
me
up.
up.
I would pick you up.
And they won't release you.
Can I say
They
something?
won't listen, Justin. They won't release you if you don't have somebody there to pick you up.
You know what might be cool?
What?
What if I see if there's an opening tomorrow and I go too?
Double colonoscopy?
That's like a thing we can do together.
And maybe we should get Lewis involved and we can live stream it.
As guys in our 40s now, I feel like it's like this is like a thing that we would do together. And then
That is.
yeah,
That's a part of the brotherhood.
yeah.
I think that's how you get made into the mafia now.
you get colonoscopies
Double
together.
colonoscopy. A double C. Ugh. So I got home from Atlantic City last night, took the bus, and the bus from Atlantic City, don't recommend it. It's very, I mean, first of all,
Mega.
no, didn't take the mega bus. There's no option for the mega bus there. It's New Jersey Transit or Greyhound.
Got it.
And the bus station in Atlantic City, there's a police station inside the bus station. I think they just turned it into a prison that has buses. I think it is. Because the people on the bus are rough. You know, they're good people, but they're rough. And but then there's people who live at the bus station, and they're just
I know.
all the way. I mean,
me and Robbie had to go last year. How gross! And I'm not asking how the show was yet or the venue. How gross was Atlantic City?
The casino is great, but
then you walk
the rest,
outside.
Yeah, it's rough.
Uh-huh.
It's very rough.
It's like an Italian zombie land over there.
Yeah, it is. It's tough down there. But the people, I got to say, the people at the show are fantastic. And on the older end, on the older side, and I love to the point where it's like, should I just be down here?
To the point of, can you
making
hear
a
me?
career down here?
Yeah.
Yeah, making a run of things down here. Maybe I'm a casino comic. You ever think of that?
It's like that's like the Jewish Poconos.
Right.
It's the Italian version of it.
Isn't the Catskills?
Catskills is what I meant.
Right.
See, I don't know these things.
I read your mind.
Because I'm not Jewish, so I don't know these things.
I read your mind. All right, guys, I want to take a second to talk about our friends over at rockauto.com. Whether you're driving an old classic or a real piece of junk, the car market is hot. And that's why I want to tell you about rockauto.com, the one-stop shop for all the auto parts you need to keep your car on the road and in pristine condition. rockauto.com has been in business for 20 years. They have every part you need in stock at amazing prices. No reason to run around the different stores, websites, or auto shops. Rock Auto has what you need in stock. And guess what? RockAuto.com prices are always reliably low. That means they do not change prices based on what's going on in the markets. This isn't like an airplane ticket, a hotel, or beef at your grocery store. You won't need to constantly check to see if what you need is available and if now is the best time to buy. Rock Auto keeps it simple and has everything in stock at reliably low prices. So go to rockauto.com. They make it easy to maintain your car and save money. It feels good knowing your car is in top condition. Once more, rockauto.com for great prices on auto parts, and tell them we sent you. Mike Vecchione Investigates. There's a box when you check out to put in our show's name. The prices are too good for promo codes. rockauto.com. All right, guys, let's get back into it. I have special powers now that I'm getting a colonoscopy. So, Justin, you had some, you got your wisdom teeth renewed. Let's talk about that.
Renewed?
You got them renewed. You got them re-upped?
No, they just pulled them. Dude, I've had more health shit. I had the eye thing.
Let's go into it, dude.
Leg.
Our fans they're half, they have their pants off.
They just pulled my wisdom tooth out
Right.
last Monday.
Did they put it back in?
No, they don't
Real
put
hard?
it. They don't put it back in. Mike.
Sex joke.
Do you still have them?
Yes.
You still have your wisdom teeth?
I still have wisdom.
You still have your wisdom teeth?
I still have the wisdom not to leave the show. It's a shot at you. It's a little Italian
Mike,
guilt. It's a little Italian guilt. Shannon, do you want to give him one?
I'm going to hold on to it.
Yeah, hold on to it and savor it like a nice gravy that Mama makes at 1 p.m. in the Sunday.
I'm sorry.
I know you are.
But the
Justin.
show's back now. Look, here we are. Mm-hmm. The show's back. Here we are.
And here we are, and it's rebranded and called something different. Anyway, Justin, wisdom teeth, you had them removed.
I had
Do you
one.
keep
I had
them?
one. I asked if I could have it. They wouldn't
Yeah.
give it to me.
Why? Where do they put them?
I don't know. They put it maybe because I'm like a Z-level celebrity. They were like, you're never going to believe who we had in here.
Did you get a picture with the doctor?
No, but he was a very nice guy. He was telling me about a sailboat the whole time. I'm like, can you knock me out now? Because my career's not going that well. I was like, do it now.
I thought he was trying to put you to sleep with the story. It's a sailboat. It's a sailboat. Shut up, Doc. What are we, 10?
Do you think the tooth fairy has your tooth?
Oh, good one, Shannon.
No, they put, what do they do with that?
Yeah. I don't know, but it's really weird that they would not give it to you.
Yeah, it is weird, right?
Yeah. Did you have the tooth fairy growing up?
As a kid?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I knew it was like my mother just giving me money.
Yeah. At what age did you know?
I don't know. I still do it now. I'm like, Mom, I need money. I did it yesterday. The tooth fairy showed up and just put money in our joint account yesterday because I was whining.
I was wondering, as a Jewish, if it just went right to stocks.
As a Jewish?
As a Jewish, as a chosen one.
As a chosen.
So you had to get the wisdom teeth. How was that process? It was local anesthesia.
It's local anesthesia, but then, oh shit.
Does someone have to pick you up?
No, but I should have. Because they give you the anti-anesthetic. What's the thing that they wake you back up with? What is that? Cocaine, right. They give you the thing that they wake you back up with, and then they're giving me the instructions of what to do, and I'm just nodding out as they're like, are you receiving it? I'm like, are you going to write this down?
Right.
And then you can't, when you get anesthesia,
Yeah.
speak bring it back full circle.
Okay.
For the fans. Bring it back full circle.
First of all, before you go on, is Anastasia the new girl you're dating?
No. Good one.
Thank you.
You nailed it.
Thank you.
3, 2, 1. You can't make a duty.
Right.
It backs you up.
Right.
So I did something kind of gross. I was at my sister's house to recover, and I couldn't go.
Right.
And it was like 3 days at this point.
Anima.
So I took one of those, and that didn't work. And I think you remember this from like last year. I told you when I got really backed up how I put a straw in my butt. Do you remember I told you that story?
I think I would remember that.
I told you that.
That doesn't sound like something I would forget.
My little nieces and nephews eat a lot of popsicles.
Right.
And the popsicles come on a stick.
Mm-hmm.
So I tried to loosen it up with the popsicle stick.
How did you avoid splinters, or did you?
It was smooth. It was a plastic popsicle stick. And I was like, maybe this will... I'm sorry that this is grossing people out here, but I'm being very vulnerable and honest right now.
Right.
I'm closing myself off physically, but let me open myself up emotionally. So I tried to use a popsicle stick, and then my sister's like, what are you doing? Like, you should... And then I got really reamed out.
Was she there next to you? Or
not next to me, but I explained that I was going to do this. Yeah. And she's like, I don't think that's smart. You're going to cut yourself. I'm like, no, I'm going to be very careful about the opening here. It did absolutely nothing. But after 3 days...
That seems like it would really... It seems like a medical procedure.
It seems like a medical... I finally went, but you have to understand the amount... They have 3 kids, so the amount of fucking kids' food in that house,
right.
I'm just pounding it, and then everything's... You know, the nightclub's getting very full.
Right.
They're overpacking it, and they're not letting anybody out.
Right.
So it's getting very, very crowded and, you know... Club anus.
So you take a Capri Sun straw.
That's basically what...
where the sun don't shine.
And it did absolutely nothing.
Did nothing, but now you have the straw up there. And now you got to deal with that problem.
No. I didn't go all the way up.
Okay.
I just thought maybe I could sort of...
Just a smidge?
Just tap things. To be like, hey, guys, maybe... Come on, guys. It's time to go.
Right.
We should leave now. Like when your friends are going to get into a fight at the club, you're like, come on, buddy. No, we don't need this. Come on, we don't need this. We can go home. We can go...
So what happened? What's the conclusion? Our fans are on the edge of their toilets.
The conclusion is the conclusion is I basically sat in the bathroom for about an hour with covered in sweat and tears.
Right.
And finally, I hurt myself.
Was there at least something you could read, like the back of the cereal box? Or...
No, because there was blood in my eyes.
There was blood in your eyes?
It was that bad.
Wow.
Constipation stories. This is definitely the over 40 podcast at this point.
Yeah, well, sometimes we move around, and it's the wisdom teeth thing, and then you had an ankle issue, which I remember because you had a small...
You came and saw me with...
But you had a small bike for your knee.
Oh, my God.
You had a small bike.
I was on that thing for 3 months.
But your upper body still looked jacked. You were still working your upper body. What happened with the ankle? Please tell the people.
I broke the shit... I snapped my fucking... Look at this. I snapped... Can you see the scar?
Mm-hmm.
Shannon, camera.
Oh, my God.
I snapped my fucking ankle in half, and now it's like half metal in here.
Could you tell, is it heavy metal?
No.
Shannon, there should be a guitar lick or something as a sound effect.
I was waiting for a drop.
I mean, something like
Who's doing the drops on this show now?
There's no more drops.
God damn it.
It's hard-hitting news, Justin. What happened to your ankle? Look at the fans.
How many podcasts do you have right now?
Can you look at the fans?
I'm looking at the fans. How many podcasts does Mike have right now?
I want to know. About your ankle.
I know that. I'm going to tell him about it in a second.
You're being subversive. This is why they subscribe.
How many podcasts
to get to the bottom of it?
How many podcasts do you have right now?
One.
Wait, one?
One.
Just this one?
Yeah, this one. But I'm going to break off into several different internet investigations. I'm going to post on my Instagram.
We're going to bring no disrespect back because we need heavy metal drops. You can keep the investigation part on this show.
But we just made shirts.
We'll make more shirts. You fire me up. I get excited when I'm around you. I've been depressed all day. This is the most excited I've been.
It's like a cup of coffee?
What?
Is it like a cup of coffee, this podcast?
I was thinking of something else, but sure.
And that moves stuff through your system, too.
Yes. Mike, you're my diuretic.
I'm your diuretic.
You're my emotional diuretic. God, you are heavy on the horn today.
Shannon's excited.
She's so fucking excited.
She's excited right now.
You know, I can't win. If I don't hit the air horn,
you can win.
It's a problem. If I hit the air horn, it's a problem.
Shannon, we didn't mean you to get the
I'm being disagreeable. I'm being disagreeable.
And Shannon, is that turning you on or not?
No. It's not.
It's
Am I
not.
annoying you?
No.
Are you ovulating? Shannon, I think our fans want to know.
I don't know if I ovulate anymore.
You don't know if you ovulate anymore?
Every time, like each month is like, is this the month it stops happening? Who knows?
Oh, you think you're going to go through menopause now?
Yeah, I'm like,
No.
100.
What age is that happening? And what's the ingredient in the baby formula, please? I've
Okay,
been
so it's
biting.
not-
I'm on the edge of my seat. for
It's
this.
not about an ingredient being missing. It's an issue with the plant that makes the formula because it's like one plant. But I can tell you what's in the formula.
Plant.
Yeah, the plant that makes that like cans the formula and
Plant
ships it
or
out.
plant?
Yeah, yes, the second
Oh, the
one.
second. Okay.
So what's used in it is purified cow's milk, whey, and casein as a protein source, a blend of vegetable oils as a fat source, lactose as a carbohydrate source, and a vitamin mineral mix and other ingredients depending on the manufacturer.
This sounds like the fucking smoothie I make every morning. This does not seem like a big deal to me.
You're calling it a lie? You're calling it somebody's holding it back so that they can make a lot of money?
Ooh, it's like the
Supply and demand?
It's like the gas.
Yeah, it's like gas
Buddy.
prices. And you think they're doing it with baby formula. They're trying to hit us where it hurts with our babies.
How does this sound? Reasonable, right?
Sounds like a little bit of a nursery rhyme.
I'm not hitting them now.
Oh, come
no,
on,
no,
Shannon.
Shannon, I didn't mean to make you
Shannon,
self-conscious.
We did not mean to make
Shannon,
you
I didn't-
self-conscious.
we didn't
and
make
Justin
me-
came in, and he was being disagreeable. He thought it was sexy.
I was being-
and you are it turned the tables.
Shannon, I was trying. Can I say? I was trying to be Shannon. I was trying to be sexy.
Oh,
Because this is such a sexual podcast.
okay.
So I was just trying to be sexy, not dis. I wasn't trying to hurt
Shannon,
you.
can you give us a hair flip to let us know that it's cool again?
I think. What,
Shannon, you phoned it in. You still are holding a grudge. I can tell that you're holding a grudge because of the hair flip. Justin, can't you tell when a woman half flips her hair that she's really not into being sexy anymore?
I know when she's dialing it in.
Yes.
Why are you dialing in the sex, Shannon?
I have to. You have. I'm shut down a little bit because of the criticism.
Yeah.
No, because of that,
Yeah. So it'll come back.
Mike. I'm fucking sorry.
And just then there was no second date. That's how quickly a second date goes out the window with Shannon.
oh no, I
Shannon's
know
shut
that.
down
I
now.
know. That I know. You say one wrong thing and she's out.
She's out.
One wrong thing and
She's
she's
out.
out. There's a very small window of opportunity
It's a
for
very
Shannon.
small window of opportunity.
Too small.
With Shannon.
Too small for a penis to fit through.
And too
That
small
deserved
for-
the horn.
Too small. Like we can't comment on it. We're just
can't
going to get
comment.
ourselves in more trouble.
You know what? This is like-
that what you want?
Here's
You
it.
want to go to the small studio? Because
You know,
that's where
Shan-
we're headed next, my friend.
Goddamn. You know what? The horn has just become gender identity. We're not allowed to talk about it.
Well, it could be your best friend or it could be your worst enemy. It depends how you want to play it. It's like with your parents. I could be your best friend. I could be your worst enemy.
Is that
You
something?
come on this show.
Is that something your dad would say to you? By the way, I could be your best friend or your worst enemy. Is that's just like a dickhead dad thing to say, though?
No, but that's not what my dad said. My dad said, "Do you think all this is free? Do you think living here is free? That we're a hotel and your mother just makes the food and does your laundry and you just get provided for? We pay for all of this. You're a guest here."
My dad's thing was
So-
your face.
What about your face?
Like, be like, say something complaining. Like, be like, this car ride's taking too long. Your face is taking too long. Everything was your face. This is annoying. Your face is annoying. Everything was your face.
Why? What's that from in his childhood?
I don't know. Your face.
Was that Hebrew? You just
Yeah, your face is Hebrew. Like that. You see?
Okay.
See, I just did it? Your
okay. That was a good.
Yeah, your face is good. Wow. I'm just showing. I'm giving you.
Yes,
I'm just bringing. I'm doing method.
Our fans appreciate examples.
Yeah, your face appreciates examples. So this is what my dad would do, by the way. This is why I am like I am.
I think we might have got Shannon back on that last one. We lost her for a while.
Yeah, your
and
face
Natalie-
lost Shannon for a while.
And Natalie's nowhere to be found. She only works during very specific windows, very small windows. Wasn't that something we just said? Small windows.
Go on, Mike. I don't mean to take over the podcast.
27 minutes in, Justin. Could you finally get to telling people what happened to your ankle?
I rolled it.
Yeah. Yeah, you did. It sounds like a weed story. You rolled it and smoked it, dog, right?
I rolled it on a hill. I have a video of it on my Instagram. I was on a hill, a rubber hill with my dog. It's like a 9-foot hill because it's like a kid's park.
Right.
So the hill was rubberized so kids can roll down it.
Yeah.
You're with me on this part, right?
I don't know why you're there, but okay.
It was a little bit because I was like, I had a fun, because I'm in New York City and there's no fun dog parks for
Right.
my dog. So
Okay.
I took him to this kid's park and it was cold out, whatever.
Okay.
So there was ice on it and I rolled my ankle over and I'm like, fuck, I think I just sprained my ankle.
Yeah.
And then I couldn't it was very difficult to leave the dog park. I like hobbled home, and I was like, oh, this is not so bad.
Right.
So then I like did spots for a week, and I went with actually Chris, who's in the other studio across from us right now. And I was like,
podcast is doing better.
Are they doing?
I don't know. We'll check the numbers, but okay, go ahead.
So I was like doing spots, and I'm telling you, like 1 to 10 pain, this is like a 9, and not in the 9 that like normal Jewy complainy Justin says something's a 9.
Right.
This is a real man's 9.
It's a Vietnam 9.
Like a real man, like a your man's 9.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, steelworker 9.
Yes. Like not Jewish person pain 9.
A Shannon just got out of prison, parole 9.
9. Like that.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, I'm with you.
And then I was coming home and I was like FaceTime my mother, and she looks at my foot and she's like, that thing looks like a fucking eggplant. You have to go to the hospital. After a week, and I went, and they're like, this thing is shattered in 3 places and the tendon's off the bone.
The tendon's off the bone?
The tendon's off the bone.
Is that more tender than if it's on the bone?
Very funny. So they had to reconstruct the whole thing, and now a part of me is metal.
You are heavy metal.
Yeah, dude.
Okay, I thought we were going to go in the direction of a cooking show, but we're going into another direction.
A part of me is metal.
Your part of you is metal.
Yeah. I have a metal ankle.
Well, you're a little bit of a quiet riot today. Are you dating any Iron Maidens?
No, Mike.
Okay. That's enough. That's enough of the heavy metal jokes, okay? Because
I thought you were gonna do 4. I was waiting for the next one.
He has metal in his. He can't go through Homeland Security.
I wonder if that's gonna fucking go off.
Yeah, it's gonna go off, and then you're gonna go off because you're disagreeable. You're very disagreeable with people.
Correct.
And you could be like, look, I'm American, and I'm not trying to take down the. I was on a plane.
Yes.
And there's a story also. Podcasts are about stories.
Tell one.
I was on a plane, and the guy next to me was having a panic attack.
Legit.
He started having a panic attack. So I, buddy, you all right? Like, let me help you, you know. And so I go
to a stranger. You said that
to a stranger. Yeah, I'm a loving person.
You are.
Do you know me?
That I was just saying.
I'm a loving person.
I was just gonna. Can I say something?
Yeah.
I was just gonna say that's so Mike, because Mike's such a loving person.
Right. But I did it with a certain amount of I did it with a certain amount of masculinity where Shannon wouldn't have been turned off. I did it like, hey, bud, you all right?
Hey, buddy, you all right?
I got you. We all got to take care of each other.
Right.
You know,
right.
I did it like that.
Right, not like, hey, buddy, are you okay?
Hey,
I know these things are like really difficult. Like, I feel this way too sometimes. More like, hey, bro, you okay?
Hey, buddy.
You good?
Good, buddy. Hey.
Your face is good.
Face. You know, we all go through tough times, my friend, and we all got to help each other.
Right.
Okay? So what can I do for you? And I did it like that. And
you were raised in Brooklyn right before you went on the plane? When did your accent change?
I changed accents on him.
Okay, go.
To appear more aggressive.
What did he
still love
What
it.
did he look like?
He looked like a steel worker.
Oh, he was a tough guy.
He was a tough guy, yeah.
Wow.
So I didn't want to appear weak, because then that's how you get your dignity taken.
Right.
You know, in jail. So I was like, you look, buddy, what can I do for you? You know, let's breathe. Let's work through it. And then I flagged down the air hostess. And then it's the wrong name for it. But I said, we need some water. She goes in the back. Nothing. This guy's having a full panic attack. She's not bringing the water.
She didn't bring anything.
She didn't bring anything. She didn't even address it because he had a little bit of a tiff with them at the beginning.
Oh.
Okay, so I go in the back. I go, hey, guys. They're up there getting the drink cart ready,
sure,
which is a big thing.
Oh, this is early in the flight.
Early in the flight. As soon as we take off, he starts having a panic attack after having some issues with cursing out the flight attendant.
Legitimately.
Yeah. To the point where he sat down, I was like, this is going to be a problem. I'm going to have to go to the bathroom. This might be a fight on a plane.
Can we tell that part of the story after this part?
Yes.
Okay.
So I go in the back and I go, hey, guys, there's a guy having a panic attack in my row. So can we get him some water, which I asked for earlier? Mm-hmm. And they go, oh, yeah. It's a guy right there at the end. I go, yeah, it's the guy in the end. So they bring him water and they ask him, like, do you want any cookies or pretzels?
Oh, those are great for a panic attack.
Well, I realized that they're only prepared for a crash on the plane. Like, they make a whole to-do about the crash. Like, the lights illuminate, the exits, the seatbelt, all this stuff. It's all prepared for a crash. Any other problem on the plane, they solve with pretzels and cookies. It's like, he's having a panic attack. There's a terrorism. Do you think that's a pretzels or a cookie situation?
You ready for this?
What?
Is that? Wait, I don't want to interrupt. Is that story
That's
over?
it.
And you're still
That's it. I calmed him down. We talked about comedy. The rest of the time, he ended up being a nice guy.
fan?
He's a comedy fan. Knew all of our friends.
Fan of yours?
Knew all of our friends, not me.
But now he's a fan of yours?
Never heard from him. He did thank me at the end of the flight.
What a prick.
Did thank me at the end of the flight. But
You give too much, Mike.
no.
Yes.
I didn't do that to get another fan, Justin. I did it to help a fellow human being, a Delta Sky member. If he wasn't a Sky member, I probably wouldn't.
I understand what Mike's saying, Shannon, but after all that, you listen to a guy's
You
album.
might be listening to this podcast right now.
He better be
He could be listening to the podcast right now.
Message to the guy listening to the podcast right now. Follow Mike Vecchione.
I love you,
There we go.
Stevie. I love you.
I was on a flight and a guy died.
Justin, why do you have to always one-up me?
I'm not trying
Okay, that
to.
guy had a panic attack on my flight, and then I was a hero.
How, they're not
and
prepared?
we can't just let that live on the internet. You have to come with a guy died, and
But-
let me guess, you brought him back to life? Damn it, Justin. Why can't you let me have one? Why can't you let me be the hero?
You are the hero because I didn't save the guy's life. I was just sort of like, ugh, this is going to be a thing. We were on a plane and there was like this family with like this older man. You could tell like they were like getting him back to wherever they had to get him back to.
Yeah.
Right. And they were I always sit row 7 because I've traveled with my dog. So that's the first one that it's behind. There's first class,
Right.
then there's the first row after the exit row, which has the most space. So that's row 7. So I always want the most.
You always
right
sit in row 7.
Right, so
the
they had-
emotional support row.
Correct. Row 7. Message to the listeners, by the way, if you have to fly with a dog, you fly JetBlue, row 7. So, back to the story. So across is this elderly man with his family, and he's in a blanket, not quite, they wheelchaired him on and that kind of thing. And they're like very upset, like, it's like a, please hold on until we get there type of situation.
Right.
And the guy passed on the fucking plane, dude.
Were you below 30,000 feet because the internet doesn't work then?
No, we were up.
You
it was
were
in
above?
the middle of the flight.
35,000 feet?
I don't know things like that. I don't know things
Well,
like
the
that.
pilot seems to tell you all the time. I have talkie pilots that we're going above 35,000 feet. Right?
I think they just like to show off.
Do they?
Yeah, like look what I can do.
Yeah, for the flight attendants. You think they party afterwards?
I know they party
Do
afterwards.
they party afterwards?
They
and
can't
get
do a
it
lot
in?
of drugs, but I know they all fucking party.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the flight attendants usually they can't keep a relationship because they're always moving around.
Yeah, that's how that whole thing. The
And
fucking
pilots are studs. They're like
studs.
stud muffins. They're
Yeah.
usually Air Force trained.
No.
Yeah, they're usually trained in the military.
And then they're like, now I could do this. This is
Yeah,
easy.
now that's the job you go to. After you get out of the military, you fly for Delta or Southwest or whatever. And apparently you have sex with all of the flight attendants.
That's how. Remember in the movie A Band Played On?
Never saw it.
It's the one about AIDS. They were saying like that one guy who was the flight attendant. And by the way, message to people who are suffering from any sort of disease. This is not any kind of criticism, but in that movie, the dude who spread a lot, he was a flight attendant and just stupping. That's Yiddish. Stupping. In all the different destinations. That was part of that movie.
Wow.
Mike,
Sorry I didn't see it.
blink, please.
No, I need something to lift my spirits. Maybe I'll watch it tonight as I'm going to
It's
sleep.
a lot. Watch that, or what's another uplifting one? That Philadelphia or Schindler's List is real fun before bed.
Wow. And it's a wonder you said that you're depressed before you came on, Justin. Maybe it's your movie choice. Wow. Well, Justin, what else has been going on in your life? Because a guy died. Did you go to his funeral and speak?
No, this is years ago.
Oh, okay. You couldn't get 5 at his funeral?
Just do a tight 5.
Type 5 at his funeral. Type 5, let's loosen the people up.
Wait a second. This is another funny story. I remember I was in AA years ago.
Yeah.
Years ago.
Right.
Right? When I was because I was sober all through my 20s and 30s, and someone passed away. And they were like, and it was like, I think it was like a young dude who like offed himself, right?
Right.
Another uplifting story.
Right.
Sweet dreams, everybody. Another uplifting stories. So they were doing they were going to do like some benefit for him where it's like he was like a young comic, like just starting off.
Mm-hmm.
They were going to do some sort of a benefit for him. So they thought like, we can do it like a stage thing. People come up and play songs and people come up and do like different things. And some people are just doing comedy and they're just like young sets, just like 5 minutes all about porn. And the guy's like, but you know what I'm talking about? Like
Yeah.
if you're like a year
Yeah.
in, and it's
Right.
like, so it's like, yeah, just guy's family's there. There's like flowers. Someone goes up and just says like 5 minutes on like their porn addiction. Fucking
That's always a
hilarious.
bad idea. That's always a bad idea.
Always? It doesn't often happen.
5 minutes. No, but it's bad the way that some comedy shows are arranged. You ever have the one where it's like, we're going to have a band go up, and then it's a comic, and then a band, and then a comic, and then a band, and then we'll have a comic, and that's where we'll do the show. It's like, that's not going to work. And
You know what?
They go, yeah, but it'll work. It'll keep everything flowing. It's like, watching music and watching comedy it's not the same muscles, and it's
No.
going to confuse people. They're going to have to sit back down, and people need to be sitting down and focused to watch
It's like how
comedy.
all the comics have a panic attack when they do like telethons.
Yeah.
You know, they're like, okay, here's the sick kid that we're doing whatever telethon for song, and then now you go up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
I just rather read a poem or something in that situation. By the way, it was Katie Hannigan's birthday the other day.
Message
and,
to Katie, happy
message
birthday.
to Katie, happy birthday. And I got her a bunch of stuff, and I won't go into that because it'll bore the fans. But I got her a card, and the card selection at any of the local stores is horrible. I don't know who's writing for these cards,
I hate
but the
a
cards like
card
have a
with
monopoly at the store. I think it's like Hallmark and like a few other
Papyrus.
cards that, yeah, they come in plastic. Like it's so special. It's like, we don't want you to touch the card
Right,
unless
like-
you're gonna buy it.
Like it's a baseball card.
It's crazy,
Like it's
and it's
worth
like,
something.
and they're really like the worst jokes on your worst day. You wouldn't have jokes this bad. It's just really poorly written. It makes no one feel good. It makes, I mean, either go heartfelt or do a hard joke. It's just terrible, and they're charging like $8 a card.
I have a solution for this.
Write it on a piece of paper. Just write it on a piece of paper. But that looks bad.
No. You just get the nice card. Shannon, tell me what you think about this. You get the nice card where it's just like the nice paper with the nice envelope, and you write a heartfelt message with a nice pen. That's all from the heart.
Oh, you know,
That's all from the heart.
it's all from the heart. We're better writers.
Yes.
But they don't. I noticed.
What about my dad? Your face says happy birthday.
But you know what? I noticed, Justin, they're not selling blank cards anymore. How about a blank card for $1 or $2? It's just one blank card. It's like if it's blank cards, it's like 30 of them, and it's like
Right,
more
whatever
money
color,
than
whatever
everything.
thing.
Yeah. So it's like they're monopolizing. These people are shrewd, man. It's like a mafia type system where they're cornering the market, they're phoning it in, and they're charging high prices, and it's like no one's looking into this at all.
Waste
Until
management
now.
and greeting cards.
Greeting cards, like who controls the greeting? Baby formula is one thing, but the greeting card business is being cornered, and we're being trapped into these corny cards.
What'd the cards say?
I mean, we could pull some up, Shannon. I guess.
Now, what did your card to Katie say?
Oh,
Not the personal part. What was the joke?
It wasn't a joke. It was a heartfelt one, and then I wrote emotional stuff in there.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Why don't you start a company of like actually funny cards?
Somebody did that in a comic did it in Cleveland. I don't know how they're doing, but a comic actually started doing that, like starting a company, writing cards, and was hiring people to write cards for them, and they didn't have any money, so they were like, you have to do it for free at first.
Hashtag when the career's going great. What are you doing, cruise ships? No,
But
I'm
I
doing
think,
greeting
I think
cards.
I think the real thing is getting the card into the drugstore. I think that you can't do that. It's
Oh,
hard
right.
to
If
do
you
that.
say some offensive shit now.
No, it's not even that. It's the fact that they
monopolize the shelves.
Yeah, they have some kind of a system where it's like you don't put anybody else's cards here because the cards are it's a very poor selection, very poor. I had to get an energy drink and go back and keep looking because I was just running out of patience and running out of energy. Monster energy drinks are terrible, by the way, for you.
They're insane.
I mean, I can't believe the FDA approves that. But
It's like Xenadrin.
ooh, that sounds like an intimidating word.
Do you remember when everyone was taking ephedra and fucking dropping?
Ephedra.
Remember when everyone was like dropping dead on the ball field? Yes. Yeah, we're on meth.
Ephedra.
Xenadrin was the best diet pill ever.
It was more than that.
It was great.
Xenadrin used to have ephedra and ma wang. You know what that is? That was like that plant. They're like indigenous people chew these things, and it's like, then they can go like hunting for like 78 hours without drinking. It's like, yeah, they're on fucking meth.
That's
That's
great.
basically what it was.
That's great. Okay, can we take a second, Shannon? We need to take a break because I got to go to the bathroom.
Yes.
And I'm going to come right back. So none of this is on. Let's cut it right now.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Not because I'm not joking right now. I mean this.
Yeah.
We're so in sync. I have to go to the bathroom too.
Do you really?
I swear to God.
You're going to go at the same time.
Shannon,
I'm not against
wouldn't
that.
you like that?
I'm not
Wouldn't
against-
you like that?
I'm not
Wouldn't that
Content.
be your little live stream fantasy?
Content.
I'm not against going to the bathroom with you. I don't need to.
Okay.
But I'm going to walk with you to the bathroom.
Okay, but I think we should do our own confessionals in there.
Okay. We did go to the bathroom together. And Mike, Shannon, I'm just
Yeah.
going to give you a visual. So this is a prompt for people to be watching the show, not just listening. Shannon, you ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
Look at the screen.
I wish.
Like
I
this.
wish.
And girthy.
In my wildest
and
dreams.
girthy. Thick. Right?
Take half of that and then put a tail on it, right? Squiggle it up a little bit. You're being kind.
No, Mike.
You're being generous.
Mike
it
is,
is not
Mike is
that.
what we call an Italian sausage.
I am what we call average. An average American male is what I'm walking around with.
I wonder what average is.
But superhuman mind.
Have you? Yes, absolutely.
You know?
Razor fucking sharp.
Razor sharp, always bettering myself. And
5.16 inches is the average American man's penis.
That
all
sucks.
right, a little bit bigger than that.
That sucks. I'm sorry, average American males.
A little bit bigger than that. But you know.
But it's got
Our
a lot of
fans-
personality.
Yeah, and our fans don't want to focus on that. This is a waist up podcast. We let our sexuality seep into their ears. And then it does stuff to them. Okay, consensual. We have to get to we just came from the bathroom and we went in there separately this time. And
So
we were going to
you
do
think.
confessionals in there. But I have to ask you about some stuff that's going on. Bradley Cooper
Oh,
is now dating Huma Abedin.
Who's that?
She used to date Anthony Weiner.
Ironic.
And
Right after the penis conversation.
right.
How ironic.
Right. And he's doing good now, but they're separated because she had to distance herself from him.
This is her?
Yes.
This is who-
She's really...
This is who Bradley Cooper's dating?
Bradley Cooper is dating Huma Abedin, yeah.
Really quickly?
And,
is there another picture of her?
She's very pretty. What do you think? That's Weiner. Weiner's not a bad looking guy.
Shannon, I don't want to say something negative on the picture of the right.
Oh, she's pretty here.
She's very pretty. I think she's pretty in
It's a good
general.
picture.
You know what? You don't hear
She's
this
lean,
often.
skinny.
She's a little lean.
Yeah.
She looks like, she could,
Fill
she's
out a little
very-
bit.
It's a good way to say it. Very lean, concerningly so. Would you think, Shannon? You see
Yeah,
what
her
I'm saying about
shoulders
this?
so bony.
She
but
looks-
not skinny shaming.
I'm not skinny
No.
shaming, but I'm concerned with people's health and well-being.
But do you
here.
think she's a good match for Bradley Cooper?
he
She's a
usually
political operative. She was a political operative, and he's an actor.
A political opera? What's that mean? An
She worked
operative?
for the Clinton administration. You do the math. Follow the science.
That seems odd.
Well, it is what it is. They're dating now. Yeah, it's news.
I know it's news.
It's beating any story in the Ukraine right now. Okay.
Yes.
So it's getting more clicks. People are more interested in this.
How long are they together? Let's see if this one's going to
It's all rumors, Justin, but we had to put our ear to the street. That's what this podcast is about.
Investigative.
This
Investigate.
one article says they're still getting to know each other
Oh.
and it's casual.
And it's casual.
Casual.
All right. So no one's staying over at each other's houses.
I wonder if they did the F word on the first date.
Do you think celebrities do that?
How
Because they
could
go,
they-
I'm a celebrity. I don't need to put up with any of your 3-date rule. I don't
100%.
follow the rules.
With Bradley Cooper?
Yeah.
Dude, he's
Bradley Cooper's an
he's
Oscar
he's
winner.
A fucking catch.
He's a catch. He's a catch of the day.
Fucking catch.
Silver Linings Playbook.
Fantastic.
Limitless.
Fantastic.
Come on.
Also,
That
with
other
Jennifer
thing?
Esposito. They were
What?
together.
Jennifer Esposito is my
Your crush.
yeah.
That's your celebrity crush?
my celebrity crush.
Oh, I figured out who mine was. We talked about this a long time ago in another show that we used to have together. I never had one.
Right.
I have one now.
Who is it?
Dua Lipa.
Can we look her up, Shannon?
Singer
Dua
Dua
Lipa.
Falling into you, baby.
She's a singer? She's a singer. That means she's going to be on the road. I immediately poke holes into it. She's going to be on the road too much. She's going to be on the road too much. Oh, my God.
Wait, go to a bed.
Wait a second.
There's better pictures even.
Does she have something more revealing?
Buddy, she is so beautiful.
Jennifer Esposito. Can we put Jennifer Esposito up after this? Because I think that she.
Look at the album cover. Look at the album cover. The Dua Lipa album cover. She's so beautiful. Oh.
Yeah, but she doesn't look approachable.
What?
She doesn't look approachable, Justin.
For
look
who?
at that picture.
For who?
For me. For a guy like me. A guy with a toolbox.
And Jennifer Esposito does?
Yes, look how friendly she is. She's not wearing something, one band that covers her breasts.
And she also is Ralph's friend and could be
And
here
she's
whenever.
Ralph's friend.
Oh, you can
and
make
this
it
could be a
happen.
reality.
Oh, was this in your card to Katie? This whole
It was on the back. It was on the back of the card. She didn't look at it. That's not my fault. And Jennifer Esposito. And Katie would understand that.
Dua Lipa, baby.
Dua Lipa.
Imagine saying her name during sex.
Dua Lipa.
Dua Lipa.
Imagine just saying her name. Dua Lipa.
Saying right now, I'm half.
Pass the coffee.
This is a waist up podcast, but I'm hard under the table. Oh my God. God, I wish we could go to the bathroom again. That was so awesome. 5 minutes ago.
Bathroom breaks are optional on this podcast for all of the guests who come on. We all get to have bathroom breaks. So there's a lot of liberty and freedom in this podcast. Dua Lipa.
So hot. She's in a documentary series.
Is there anything where she's speaking?
Dude, go to something.
We got to get to know her personality.
You're not gonna be able to see it, but go to something on YouTube. When she talks, it's like an angel's talking to me through YouTube. She's so. I never have like celebrity crushes, and I'm like.
You look fantastic.
Thank you.
Thank-
Only for you.
I mean, come on.
You know, I always make a big effort when
You
I
really
come on
always
this
do.
show. I love it.
I love you, bud.
Thank you for having
I love you,
helped us
Justin.
out when
I'm
we
Dua
were,
Lipa.
We didn't have a show. We didn't have an audience. I was doing it from my home. Yeah. And you were so cool. You zoomed into me.
You went- you just
in my
went,
home.
yeah?
But I want to say you were the first artist to make a performance, a video.
Yeah, I set up a green screen.
Yes.
In my living room.
Yes. You made a whole video.
For the Tonight Show, and I just couldn't believe it. I was like, I can't believe I have to set up a green screen and do this.
But you were the first artist to do that.
It was
and I think
amazing.
so.
It was
Thank you for doing
It turned
that.
out so.
She's on her high horse, Justin.
She's too good for me.
She's using the
never.
Queen's English.
The Queen.
God, it's that like she's talking down.
That
to all
turns
of us.
me on. By
It turns
the way.
down. It turns you on to get talked down to.
It's not that. A British accent.
Yeah.
Are you wanking?
Yeah.
You ever get when I was a kid? She was like, you could call like the 976 numbers, and I would always do like British. Are you
Yeah.
wanking right now? Are you wanking? Oh, so great.
It's terrible. I don't even know what
It's
that
like they're
is.
it's
It
like,
doesn't
it's
translate.
It's converse like they're reading a nursery rhyme or something like
I
that.
just feel like they're all high and mighty. But if that gets you off, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's not my thing.
Don't
Now,
shame.
Shannon, could we get Jennifer Esposito talking? Because I think she's much friendlier. She's much more accessible. Oopa Lipa.
Dua Lipa. Oh, look, you were on both of these shows, Mike. By the way.
I wasn't on this one.
Oh, you were on the other
I
one.
was
Tonight
on the
Show.
other one.
Tonight Show,
Let's
baby.
skip ahead a little.
And nuts.
Why everyone thinks her mom is nuts.
Not like Marie.
This is a sketch, Shannon. We want to get something where she's talking to the
Give her
host.
something original.
What do you call her then?
Phenomenal.
You're pretty great yourself.
Thank
That's
you.
nice of you to say.
Thank you.
I understand
She's
your birthday's
beautiful.
coming up. Happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank
Do you have
Yay, birthday.
do you have any big plans? Do you like a big event or something like that?
You know, I'm excited for this birthday.
I'm a
because
famous
last
rich white
birthday,
woman. No.
Was a bit tricky
course.
getting out of a relationship, and
Mike,
I have a
she's
bakery.
available.
I think you know I own a bakery in Lower East Side.
Oh, Mike
and,
loves bread.
I'm there all the time.
Mike.
I'm
Just
anti.
getting out of this relationship, and someone
Mike.
from
Right before your last birthday, you
right
got out
before
of a
my
relationship.
yes, and
Okay.
someone from my past that I don't know so well
Ralph?
just happened to give me a text and said, "I know your birthday's coming up. You know we should get together."
It was a guy?
It was a guy. So,
Ooh.
you know, we'll get together. I know you're single now.
Mike,
And I
don't
was
kill
like,
him.
Oh, that's scary. I don't know how you knew, but
Yeah.
so I said, I meant to say, yeah, that sounds great. Come on by the bakery.
Come.
Yeah.
And you know your phone, how friendly it is sometimes
Or the autocorrect?
with the autocorrect.
Yeah.
And I looked down right after it sent, and it said, "Come on my back."
I saw the joke.
Thank you.
That's a great. I didn't see that coming.
You
at
didn't see
all.
that when she said
No.
come? Why do you think
Uh-uh.
I said it?
On the back?
When she said come, I'm like, this is where the joke's going.
No. I thought it was.
I'm
gonna
a
be-
good comedian.
Well, I thought it was going to be something with frosting. Anyway, all
right, moving on.
She has a bakery,
Sorry.
and I might just show up there.
Is it in New York?
Yes, it's on the Lower East Side. Didn't you listen to the interview at all?
I was looking at her.
That's
fucking,
the difference.
I was looking
between
at her
you and-
teeth. She has great teeth.
She has great teeth.
Holy
and she has
shit.
great face structure.
She's so hot. Dua Lipa.
She is so hot. Dua Lipa.
Falling into you, baby. Dua Lipa.
And you know the best thing? She doesn't have a British accent. She just talks straight. And I love
talks
that.
American. Talk American. Talk American like a normal.
I might try to sell her one of these shirts. She could wear it, you know?
Is she Italian?
She is Italian.
Ooh.
Esposito?
It could be Latin.
It
could be Latin.
That's a master's in Italian right there.
Couldn't that be Latin too?
It could be. It could be a lot of things. And if my aunt had a penis, it'd be my uncle. I love people that say that.
Your face is my uncle. All day.
Okay.
All day.
All right.
All day, my dad. All right,
Let's get to some news stories. Justin, we got...
Bradley Cooper's dating Dua Lipa. Got that?
Bradley Cooper is dating Huma Abedin. Okay? And you want to be dating Dua
Lipa.
Dua Lipa.
It's not making waves in my life.
Okay. But let's move. Okay, story one. I laced my boyfriend's condoms with habanero oil, then married his dad.
Habana oil?
Habanero. Habanero oil. Habanero. The hot oil. What did she do, Shannon?
Okay, so what happened was she was...
You want to go fuck somebody up?
So
someone's talking in the room, in the booth. I'm back. I'll fuck them up.
I appreciate that. I do.
No
I
problem.
do miss
Do whatever
that.
you want with the horns. I'll fuck anybody up.
So she suspected her boyfriend of cheating on her.
Mm-hmm.
She wasn't sure though, and then she went through his phone and found Facebook messages of him flirting with her best friend.
Facebook messages.
Yeah.
messages.
Ugh, this guy. Like, could you leave a heavier trail of breadcrumbs?
Was this in 2008?
Facebook message?
So she
She found skywriting. What the fuck?
So she wanted to confirm that he was actually like physically cheating on her.
Right.
And she found condoms in the car. And he was like, they didn't use condoms with each other.
Right.
And he was just like, oh, I haven't gotten a chance to throw them out. I'm going to throw them out, you know, like as a guy does.
Right.
And so she then injected the condoms with the habanero oil. He goes to the gym. He comes home and he's like, oh, babe, it must have been the shower gel or something at the...
This chick's
At
smart.
the gym. And he goes home and he's like, oh, like it hurts. Can you help me? And she's like, oh, I'm going to I'll get you some ice. But her ice cubes had like spicy stuff in them for her spicy margaritas. So she used the spicy ice cubes just to like get him more and hurt his penis more.
This chick's like a mini Lorena Bobbitt. She's doing
diabolical.
everything other than just cutting this thing off.
She's diabolical, Justin.
So then eventually, like once he was like in so much pain, she admitted it and then made him admit that he was cheating. She took him back and he cheated on her again. And then they broke up. And then she ended up marrying his father. And so he's now her stepson.
Dude, this guy's life sucks.
I can show you her with his.
Yeah,
with
let's
her
see
husband.
Let's
this
see
group.
this
Oh my
guy,
God.
please.
This is unbelievable. And she put hot oil in the condoms and made his penis burn.
This guy?
Yeah,
That's her?
yeah. I can show you. You can see more. Pictures
I
of
didn't
her.
picture it like
is her.
this.
Wait a second. Mike, say, you got to give a visual
Of
to
course.
the auditory listeners,
Of course,
please.
it's a TikTok.
Okay. This
Okay.
is a voluptuously
Stunning
stunning
woman.
black woman. And the guy, go to him again, please. This guy's a fucking, remember what we said at the beginning of this podcast? This guy's a fucking nerd.
And the guy looks like a nerd.
This guy's, he's like a 65-year-old.
But that's the father. That's the
Oh, that's
boy-
the father.
That's the boy-
That makes
that's her
sense.
current husband. They've been together for 8 years.
Could you
8
imagine?
years?
Yeah.
Wow.
I feel like she's doing it just out of spite. She's fucking sticking this landing.
That's a long game.
Where is this? This can't be in the United States.
I
This
think
has to
it
be in
is.
England.
Hold on. Let's see.
I don't think they have access to spices like that in England, though.
Oh, it doesn't say.
Well,
Oh,
she
Houston.
used-
Houston.
Houston. Oh my God. Well, she used spices in order to get. Is that a good use of spices, though?
What's the guy look like?
We don't ever.
We
They don't.
don't
show
ever-
him.
The penis guy.
The penis guy.
I don't know.
Wow. And then married his dad on top of it. Do you think it was organic or do you think it was revenge, Shannon?
Maybe it started as revenge, and he has to have money.
Yeah.
So she's probably like,
He has that money because you look at him and you look at her. There's no fucking way. No.
Yeah, but we didn't see. She had. First of all, there was a lot of filters on that. I'm not saying she's not beautiful, but there was a lot of filters on it, and you don't know. We didn't see the whole package.
I mean, what?
And we didn't see the other guy's whole package either. His whole like look.
His shticky?
His shtick.
Mike, you're being very generous with this. That picture was enough for me.
Was
Shannon.
it
Yeah.
Oopa Lippa. Real life Lassie leads search teams to stranded owner 53 who fell 70 feet off ridge near Tahoe National Forest in California and broke his hip and ribs. I know you love dog stories, Justin.
Yeah, I'm way into this one.
And this is a real life Lassie.
The Lassie saves the guy? Go again?
Yeah, so the guy was hiking in Nevada, and he fell off of a ridge, and he broke his hip, he broke his ribs, so he called for help, but he was so far from anybody. So it wasn't until the next day that the rescue team was looking for him, but they couldn't pinpoint exactly where he was. When the rescue team was hundreds of yards away from the guy who fell, the dog heard them and ran to get them. He was barking, spinning in circles, and then led them to the guy and saved him.
They are the best.
Barking and spinning in circles. Is that a seizure? Or how do you know when it's dog humor? He broke his hips and ribs. Real life Doogie Howser becomes youngest black student ever to be accepted by U.S. medical school. 13-year-old prodigy who will be qualifying to treat patients when she's 18. Thanks, Mom, for adopting and homeschooling her. Shannon?
So that's most of the story. She's currently finishing up a pair of degrees in biological sciences at Oakwood University.
What a nerd.
She graduated high school at 12 years old.
Wow.
Jesus.
I'm not sure I'd be comfortable with a doctor at 13. It's like they're going to work on you, and then they go, I'm going to do my pigtails now. It's like, come on.
Right.
This is her.
That's insane.
It's insane.
I wonder if she has any friends. Like, that's like a friend that's
probably older friends.
You're like this chick's like a computer.
Yeah, like what are your hobbies then?
Like who could she be friends with? Like, it's like she's like an Elon Musk.
Yes.
That's too much. That's too much brains.
Too much brains, and she's gonna be treating people. So it's like also do this. And
would you be comfortable with that?
With a 13-year-old telling you that.
13-year-old.
A 13-year-old just telling you what to do. Like do this. I guess if they're qualified.
Even the colonoscopy, that I would let them do. That's like a heart surgery. What kind of doctor does she want to be?
I don't know. But she's not able to practice medicine until she's 18.
Oh, well, thank God.
By the time she's 18, she's going to fucking own the planet.
Yeah, it's true. Moment, Arizona UPS driver collapses on the doorstep while delivering package as searing weather continues to ravage much of the U.S. Now, this is heat stroke. Are you having any of this, Justin?
On the way over here.
Or you city biked it?
I city biked over here. I needed electrolytes. He collapsed on the front door. He's like,
is City Bike going to make a unicycle, or are they going to keep it boring?
They're going to keep it boring. Now they make these new futuristic ones.
Drone?
Just so you see the new ones? They're
City drone?
They're sexy.
And that's the only way we like to do it on this podcast. Sexy. That's how we do it. And we take bathroom breaks.
What'd they do with the guy?
So it just shows on the Ring camera. For some reason, it's not playing. I'm going to try to refresh real quick.
Katie Hannigan would say he's dehydrated.
I said it was a triple-digit heat day in July in Arizona, so it's dry heat. Sorry, let me try one more time.
Justin, you shadow box in this kind of weather, don't you?
No, I don't. No, this is too much.
No?
This is way too much. This will fucking kill you. I try not to go in the sun at all anymore. I'm too old. I'm going to die.
But you have beautiful skin. Beautiful Mediterranean skin.
Whoa.
Wait a second.
Is he not on something?
It says that it's related to the heat. I don't know if they know.
It's related to the hangover, probably, because these UPS guys like to go out and get it in after a shift.
Look, Mike, he's still going down.
Looks like he's on heroin.
That's what I'm saying.
Wow, that's the way I do sit-ups. Okay, all right.
Oh, look, his fingers are seizing up.
Yeah.
Wow, he just continues on. Doesn't even maybe ask for a glass of water.
No, I don't. If you were at Heat show, you'd ask him for a glass of water. This guy looks drunk to me.
Yeah, he's stumbling. But I'll tell you something right now. I had a back problem. I had a back problem about a month ago, and I was trying to get off a plane, and my back seized up on me, and it was like I had to grab the wall, and it's like people just walking by. No one like, hey, are you all right? Nothing.
No one like you would be on a plane. Hey, buddy, you all right?
Yeah.
Hey, buddy, how's your back?
Right.
We're all in this together.
I know. What have done? We're all in this together.
Right.
British chain offers redheads free tickets during Heatwave, and this was I've always argued this. Every time I go to Arizona, I go, "Where are your redheads?" Because this is the wrong place for them. We've got to get them somewhere cold. Your thoughts?
I agree with you. What's the chain?
It's like a cinema, like a movie theater.
The Talking Pictures.
Yeah.
The talkies, huh?
The Talkies.
You bringing the ginger in here?
But do you have anything against redheads?
No.
Is that the last form of discrimination? We discriminate. We leave them in the sun.
I think redheads are sexy.
Yeah. Wendy's?
A female redhead?
Yes.
Very sexy.
Okay.
Male redhead, I don't know. Shannon?
So I dated one ginger guy, but his head was shaved, and like he looked like Stone Cold. So like
That's why you loved him.
Yeah, he couldn't tell that he was ginger. Only when his beard grew in, you could see a little bit of red.
What about like a Canelo Alvarez type?
He's Mexican, but he's also a ginger.
Do you know what he looks like, Shannon?
I gotta look. Hold on.
He's a fucking stud. Unbelievable.
Canelo Alvarez.
Oh yeah, I don't hate it. Hold
Yeah.
on, let me bring it up.
He's thick too.
Yeah.
How tall is he? Do you think?
5'11".
No, he's 5'8".
Oh no.
No.
He's 5'8" or
I'll
5'9".
look
He's
it up.
not
Hold
5'11".
on.
Dude, he's no joke in the
There's
ring.
no
Those
way
are
he's
freckles.
5'11".
That's not hair, Shannon, by the way.
Okay.
Do you like a freckle penis, Shannon?
I've never seen.
What'd you just say?
Freckle penis?
Do they have that?
He's 5'8". Yeah, that's too. I can't.
You can't, Shannon, or you won't.
He's the world champ.
You can't or you won't.
He's the welter and
He's
what
the
is it?
unified
And middleweight
champion of
world
the world.
champ of the
He's
world.
the super middleweight
that's
champion
not tough
of the
enough
world,
for you,
You're
Shannon.
both really coming at me hard here.
Shannon, that's not tough enough for you.
It would. I guess it would depend how our personalities vibes. I guess. Oh, here it says
Good
5'7"
save, Shannon.
and a half. It says down here.
There you go.
Good save, Shannon.
5'7.5". Oh, and by the way, he's the 3-time world champ.
Yeah.
Is it because he can't speak English, Shannon?
I didn't even know
Is that why?
part.
Freckle penis.
That actually might help the relationship.
Maybe.
A freckle penis?
Freckle pee.
Have you seen one?
I have never seen one.
I don't know if that's a thing.
Clean it up a little bit. Freckle pee. Freckle pee.
I don't know if an FP is a thing. Is that a thing?
Let's see.
Freckled penis. I feel like you would see that in porn, which I don't watch. A message to the listeners.
It's bad. It ruins your mind.
Ruins your
Yes.
your brain.
It
and
ruins your
and a
brain.
few of my relationships.
So this one really has some. We will. I'll block this out for YouTube. Do you want to show it, Mike?
I want it.
The freckled penis.
No, don't show it.
But can we see it?
Yeah, we can see it.
We can see it.
So I can blur.
Get
it.
our reactions.
Get our
Podcasts-
reactions.
podcasts
Ready?
Our reactions.
Wait, I want to make my reaction.
Okay.
Let me think
Can we
about
get
my
you-
reaction.
can we
Hang
adjust
on,
some
let
of
me,
the
let me think about my reaction. Ready? Okay, go. That's mine.
It doesn't look right.
That doesn't look like freckles. That looks like that guy needs to see a doctor.
Yeah. The other ones are just like one spot. I feel like I've seen that before.
Right.
You know what? Can I say something really quickly, very interesting?
Yeah.
These are not sexy pictures. What the fuck are these pictures for? Look at that one in the middle. Looks like it's made out of stone.
Yeah.
Right.
Is that a ball? That's a ball.
That's a ball. Shannon, would you date that guy on the bottom right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Who takes a picture like that? It looks like a real estate picture, but you have an erection.
It's from a gay. It's a gay fetish site.
Yeah.
It's a gay fetish site. That means
He's gonna turn you into a split level.
Boom.
Wait.
Okay. All right.
Freckle penis.
And did that turn anybody else on? Was that just?
No.
I mean, penises aren't supposed to do that to us, but you know.
Penises don't turn me on. Like independent, just on their own. It's not like a sexy. Like, would just a vagina turn you guys on?
No.
Yes. What does turn you on? A portfolio? A 401(b)? A 401. Okay. Man accused of killing friend claims it was to stop him from summoning Sasquatch. You know, with all the cell phones now, we can all confirm that Bigfoot is not real. Can we not? It's not real.
Be careful, Mike, in today's climate.
Why?
Someone's going to come at you for that.
A flat earther?
Someone's going to come at you. Someone's identifying as Bigfoot right now and throwing a fit.
As a Bigfoot.
And throwing a fit.
Well, I'm non-binary. So you can't Bigfoot me.
Oh, I see how it works, right? If you're if you have a thing like the other thing, then that thing cancels the other thing out.
Yeah,
right.
Cancel culture.
I see how
cancels out.
Cancel culture is great. It's like, hey, we're all inclusive here, unless you've had an opinion that's different than the one I have right now, even if it were 10 years ago.
You can't have a different opinion even 10 years ago, or else we will come after you. And this podcast even. It's investigatory, but we will also slander you. Look of the week, Brad Pitt's breezy linen skirt. Let's see it, Shannon.
Okay. Here you go.
When these celebrities,
Brad Pitt looks good in anything. I'm sorry, he's my crush.
They
He's my
do,
new
but
crush.
when celebrities get older, they really start going off the fucking rails. Shannon, Brad Pitt is a illuminating 5'10".
He's a hunk.
You're saying no to that too?
So, I mean,
I know he's not your type.
yeah, if he were like a regular person, that's not somebody that I would go for. It's like too pretty.
Yeah.
He's very pretty.
And also divorced. Shannon doesn't care for that either.
Now that I'm 100 years old, I kind of have to accept if somebody's possibly divorced.
He's wearing like a business suit, but also Scottish. What is that?
Business Scott?
He's very linen.
Business Scott? Business Scottish? I think it's great. And I have new sunglasses. Did you see them?
I didn't.
They're really good. And they match the shirt.
That's an insane outfit.
Yeah, it's a linen skirt.
Who's the pimp to his left?
I don't know.
That's a guy. He's a great actor, that guy. He really is. Okay, we're out of topics.
That's
Justin,
the worst picture of awesome people I've ever seen in my life.
Justin,
yes.
He's in Atlanta, the guy. He's great. Paperboy. Paperboy. I'm all about that Paperboy.
Oh, he's a rapper?
He plays a rapper. In the show Atlanta, which is fantastic. What's coming up for you?
I always post it on my social media. So go on at I am Justin Silver on all social media platforms. It's IamJustinSilver.com. And I put a bunch of funnies on YouTube, Justin Silver Comedy. So I put like these I started putting like 10-minute clips up.
10-minute clips?
Like 10-minute clips up.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
It's not reels?
No, on YouTube it's not. I started putting like these 10-minute little chunks up because I'm like, no one has an attention span anymore.
The platforms are changing.
We
all have to adjust. At Comic Mike V, you guys know where to find me. All social media platforms, MikeVecchione.com for dates. Thank you for supporting the show. Thank you for your 5-star ratings and reviews. Thank you for the YouTube comments. Thank you for watching the YouTube premiere at 9 p.m. on Mondays. And thank you for your general support. We are
feeling
traction,
supported.
I feel like, and feeling supported. Shannon?
You can follow me on Instagram at ShannonLee6982. Wherever you listen to my podcast, The Thing Is, we talk about, thank you, we talk about bad dates, fighting, and ghosts. Wherever you listen to Mike Vecchione Investigates, you can also watch it live for free every single Thursday at 3 p.m. Eastern at gasdigitalnetwork.com/live. That's absolutely for free, but the best way to support the show is to go to gasdigitalnetwork.com, use promo code MVI. You will get a 1-week free trial, which gives you access to every single show on the network, every single episode of this show, and every single episode of No Disrespect also. And in September, the prices of Gas Digital overall are going up. So if you join right now, you get locked in at the lower price, and they will never raise ever.
Grandfathered.
You'll always be at the same price. So you should, if you've been thinking about it for a while, now is the time to use the promo code. If you love it, stay with us. If you listen on iTunes or YouTube, make sure to rate, review, subscribe, tell a friend.
Rate, review, subscribe, and tell a friend. I'm sorry, Shannon, to cut you off, but I wanted to say it for emphasis.
Yes. And if you have your own story, if you have your own video investigation to submit, send it into Mike Vecchione Investigates at gmail.com. gmail.com, and go to podcastmerch.com for t-shirts, hoodies, and mugs, and maybe you'll see this t-shirt up there at some point.
Hopefully. The Italians are here, and I will be wearing this home. Justin, any final thoughts?
No, Mike. It's so good to see you again.
So good to see you.
I love you,
buddy.
I love you.
I love you,
Shannon,
too.
I love you.
I love you.
Thank you.
Well, this was a nice reunion. We're going to stay. Do you have time to stay through the break and get a picture?
Yes.
Guys, thank you for watching another episode of Mike Vecchione. This was a special, very special episode to us, me and Shannon, in our hearts. Justin Silver is part of us.
Alive? Oh.
He's part of us.
You know what to
Even
say.
though he's partially metal now because of his ankle. And superhuman, now kind of a deity. So thank you for joining us on Mike Vecchione Investigates. We will see you guys next week.